A Lake City family is left in fear after their house was riddled with bullets over the weekend. The shooting followed another shooting that was reported an hour and a half later. TV 20's Itlali Salachi tells us why the family says the incident could have ended a lot differently.
It don't make no sense for all this going on like this. It don't make no sense.
Lake City police officers are investigating two shootings that left two people hurt. The first shooting happened near Northwest Ridgewood Avenue at around 9 p.m. on Friday. According to officials, the victim was shot twice while driving on U.S. Highway 90.
I noticed the police lights right there where the incident took place. What happened is very unsafe because there's lots of children in this neighborhood.
Officials are looking for a gray SUV who pulled alongside the victim's vehicle and released gunfire. The victim was shot twice and was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
It is unsafe that this happened. I would like to see an increase in police presence here to feel secure.
The second shooting was reported an hour and a half later on Northeast Trinity Place, where many rounds were fired into the victim, James Denson's home.
I was scared. I was sitting in my house, in my living room, watching TV, and I seen all the sheetrock and all that flying through my house, and I said, somebody shooting up my house.
I counted more than 30 bullet holes on the property. The victim says the bullets pierced through their bathroom wall and missed his daughter, who was only feet away in her bedroom.
They could hit anybody. My little grandchildren that running around him playing stuff, and, you know, they could be in my house at the time and stuff, and, you know, they act like they didn't care.
Denson was left with an injury to the back of his neck from the bullet fragments.
Well, I would never thought in a million years it would be violent like this around here, and they say, 'cause I've been here all my life.
Columbia County Sheriff's Office is assisting LCPD in the investigation. In Lake City's Itlali Salachi, TV 20 News.